Hello and welcome to this lesson on how to play the Christmas song Joy to the World. We're just playing the tune of it, not singing the words. It's in the key of G, the way I'm doing it, and we're actually starting off with a descending scale of G. Those notes are the G major scale going down. If you reverse the notes, you'd have the classic Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, major scale ascending. The tune starts with the scale of G major descending. Now, you start on 3E, and of course this is my simple note code, just very briefly. The number is the fret and the letter is the string, and if the E is a small e, it's the E nearest the floor. So you've got 3E, third finger, 2E, second finger, OE, open E, doesn't need a finger of course. And then you go to the B string, 3B, and then 1B, and then OB, and then you go to the G string, 2G and OG, and you completed your run down your descending scale of G major. Now you've got various lengths of notes there, haven't you? The first note takes up the whole of beat 1, that's a crotchet. Then the counting is 2A, that's because we have a dotty quaver, semiquaver, kind of a jerky timing. And then you've got the 3B, which takes up the whole of beat 3 and half of beat 4, so that would be a dotted crotchet. And then you've got the 1B, which is on the end count of 4, which would be a quaver. Sounds a bit complicated, doesn't it? But don't worry too much, I'm sure you know the tune pretty well. And then in the next bar you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so the OB and the 2G are crotchets, one beat each. The open G is a dotted crotchet, takes up the whole of beat 3, half of beat 4, and the 3B is a quaver on the end count of 4. So you've got lots of different types of notes there, crotchets, dotted quavers, semi-quavers, dotted crotchets, quavers, so you know, these are all different types of notes, different value notes, and you can tell from the counting which one's which. So let's play those first two bars. Now the next bar, going into the next bar, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and... So you have a dotted crotchet quaver, dotted crotchet quaver, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and then in the next bar 1, 2, 3, 4 and you have a note that takes up almost the whole of the bar, that 3E, then on the final quaver of the bar you play the 3E again. Next bar, so it's virtually the same thing twice, sort of running down that scale, don't get so far this time. And then you run up. Okay, O, 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 1, 3 on the B, open B, and then 2G, 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 OB, 1B, so that's kind of mimicked a bit lower down there. Now, the one but last bar starts with two G notes, one's open G and one is 3E, they're an octave apart, so you've got to jump from the G string to the E string, quite tricky. So, in a roundabout way you work your way down through the scale again, and as I said the last three notes are the same three notes as the tune Three Blind Mice, open B, 2G and open G. So if you find it too hard to play the complete tune, just play the simple note code in bold, underlined at the beginning of each line. So you'd have 2 in this line, I reckon you could probably play those last three notes because that's quite fun to do, isn't it? So basically you've got the counting on top, you've got the notes in code underneath. Obviously when you're using your plectrum you could do all downstrokes like that, but it's probably better to do everything that's on a count of 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the downstroke, and everything that isn't, use an upstroke of the plectrum. That's the best way I can explain that to you, I think. I'll play it through a little bit slower to finish, so you've got a chance of trying it at a bit of a slower speed, and then you can gradually build the speed up as you go. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. And fairly obviously, if there is a note behind the 3rd fret, use your 3rd finger. If it's behind the 2nd fret, use your 2nd finger. If it's behind the 1st fret, use your 1st finger. So a lovely Christmas tune. I hope you enjoyed that.